Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and I will be your vitamin D. So we are officially at the new Airbnb and I'm loving it. Why? Because it is spacious. Compared to the other one that I was at about a month ago in Naucalpan, that was a little bit small. However, like I said, I try to make the best of everything and I did. But sometimes when you have something better, it's just the joy, right? And like everything in this area is very spacious, like including all the houses, and it's really nice. Because being in Mexico City, when you are in the city in general, like a lot of houses are like very close together, and not like America, right? So houses are close together. And this morning, I think Airbnb, ever since I started Airbnb, like I said, I've never had any bad experience. Most of them are really good. And some of them I actually became friends and, like friends and even family. So so I met the landlord here, and then this morning we went out for a hike and we went up to the mountain, and boy, it was beautiful. Like beautiful in like, because when you're up in the mountain, you're away from the city, you don't hear the traffic, you don't hear the people, it's just you and the beautiful scenery. So we got up about 6:30 this morning. I got up about 5. You have to get ready. And when we were on the way up there, it was chilly cold. And by the time we were done, there was like around like 8. It was super nice. Like winter in Mexico, or the Mexico City area. Like, during the day, it can get up to, in between the 70s and the 80s. During the night, it can get down to the 60s and the 50s. So, yeah. But I remember when I first came to Merida, that was around February, and it was hot. I remember the AC was on whenever I was home. Every time when I stepped outside of the hotel, it was hot. So, being here is, the weather is actually really nice. And let's see, when I was in the Airbnb in I started Airbnb when I was in Cancun. So Cancun, I met the mother of the host, and she was really nice. We spoke a little bit here and there, but it was more of like a high and by thing. But regardless, the relationship was good, And then Chetumal, because Merida, I stayed at a hotel on Expedia, and then Chetumal, Sergio was really nice. Like, I was like pretty much like anything you need, if he can do it, he will help you out. Like, he picked me up from the ADO. This whole time I kept saying auto, but I don't know if people say auto or they say ADO, because you spell it out, they're all capitalized. So I'm sure they are abbreviated for something. Autobus, something, ADO. But anyway, Sergio was one of the first, like, that was my second one. And he was super nice, like, came, picked me up, showed me around, like, pharmacy market, where you get your tacos, where you get food. And I remember on the last, the AC went out, and I was like, I told him about it, like, within a couple of hours, we got new people came in, and, and they put in the new one. And then on the last day, he took me to the airport, and we said goodbye. And it was an amazing, like, getting to know the host. And Oaxaca, I stayed there for 2 months. And the first Airbnb, I didn't get to meet the host, but I get to meet the manager, and she was really nice. But we didn't see each other that much, but it was a good experience. And at the second month, Sonia, I stayed at her house, and she was really nice. I remember I was like, hey, do you know where I can get a cleaning for my teeth? And she was like, oh, I can do it for you. Apparently, she worked at a dental place for the government, and I guess like teeth cleaning is like really, really cheap. So, but I end up not doing it because they are packed with appointments. And then she told, like, the first time was on a Saturday, and I think it was around like 6 in the morning. And we had to cancel that one, and then she was like, let's do it on Sunday. And I didn't want to, I ended up saying no, because I don't know, I felt kind of, I get it, she offered, but I don't like to accept things from people, I know I need to learn that. I am. There are two things that are infinite: the universe and dumb bitches. And yeah, and she's really nice too. Had a good experience with that. And then after the second month in Oaxaca, I was in Mexico City, and I didn't get to meet the host, but every time when I need this, I think I only texted him about 2 or 3 times. The first time was about the firework. I thought that was a gunshot, but it wasn't. And but he responded right away. I didn't get to meet him, but it wasn't like, everything was like nice, and and then, as you know, I went to Costa Rica, had a great experience there. Nanny, which is like a mother to me. Claudia and Christian, they're the lovely love birds. And then Robert, we're good friends. Like, we had a couple of time we got together and we drank, so talked about life. And then Nacho, Pipa, and Morris, they are the 3 dogs that was watching over the house. And not Calpon. Now Calpon was I met Olivia once, but Mr. Luis, he's kind of like the manager who watches over the place. We spoke on the last day, but most of the time it was like hi and bye. And then the neighbor up there, her name was Jasmine, and her dog named Jack. That's what I heard. That's what my hearing. And then now I'm here. So out of all the places, if I have to give it a 10, if I have to rate it, it would be a 10 out of all the people that I've met. So it's been really, really great for me. So, and I want to share my experience with you, so that, if you are freaking out, afraid to travel. I came to Mexico without speaking the language. We have translation on our phone. Take that chance, when I say take a chance, you know, do it responsibly. You know, don't do anything stupid like being drunk out in the street at 2 a.m. where you don't know anyone.
Don't be a dumb bitch.
But in general, I think, you know, Airbnb is really good. Of course, like try to read like the reviews and stuff like that. And like most of the time you can tell whether if it's legitimate or not. And then I started writing reviews ever since like Costa Rica, and I will continue to do so because I feel like it does help, you know, with the side hustle, the business for the people that have extra property or extra room. And second of all, for travelers, it really helped for the, you know, the travelers to read and understand, and especially like, you know, when it comes to like traveling, safety is always the main question. So that is it for this video. You know, like I hope you out there can, you know, have the kind of experience that I do or even better. And the best part is just, like, if you travel somewhere, I'm assuming that you want to explore, you want to learn the culture, you know, or the cost of living, whichever the case may be. But it's always good to know that you know that you are in good hands, and you get to know the hosts because they can show you around. Like this morning when I was up there. Oh, by the way, when I was up in the mountain, like in the middle of nowhere, there's like a little shack. It's not even a shack, but the guy was brewing coffee, and every like, you know, person or person that or people that pass by, they, you know, they all know each other, so they just sat there and had a cup of coffee. And I was so jealous of his job. But I will be doing more video outdoor because this area is like, it's imagine kind of like Chetumal, but a little bit bigger than Chetumal, like probably twice the size of Chetumal. I don't know, I gotta look at the map, but it feels big because it's kind of, it's south of Mexico City. So my friend, that is it. You know, if you have any positive or even a negative one, but I would love to hear the positive one first. If you have any positive experiences, like, you know, traveling, getting to know the people, you know, through Airbnb or whichever method that you want to share, and let me know, the audience know, or let us know. I mean, it would be a bonus for us travelers to share our experiences, and you know, so that we can travel safely and enjoyably as well. So much love. I will see you in the next video, and don't forget to use the hashtag Zillionaires Club, and tada, my friend.